Let's see what kind of advice Elena has for couples, particularly for the men. And then I'm going to ask her about the women too. Hey, let's do a quick little huddle, okay?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Now look, Elena, don't bail on this, okay? I'm going to ask you some hard questions. We're going to do the G&E show. We just got, you want to just fill everybody in where we are?
We are in beautiful Cabo San Lucas. Upon arrival, we had the whale show. Literally.
Hold on. You're giving them too much too quick.
You told me.
That's how I came on to you in the beginning. Too fast, too much, too quick. Hey, we're in Cabo San Lucas. Where were we this morning, Elena?
We were in Deer Valley, Utah.
Now, what I'm going to do here, because we're in the jacuzzi, okay, I want to reveal some inside stuff about me and E. You had no interest in me. You want to talk about that from the get-go?
None, zero.
Well, you want to tell people about
zero.
that, like
stingy with De Niro.
Yeah,
Might buy you crisp,
but why weren't you interested?
You weren't my type.
Why was I not your type?
Well, I thought...
All you guys out there, listen to what she's saying. She was my type, but I wasn't her type.
Well, my type, I thought, was not a businessman. I had never been with a businessman. I had always been with...
Been with? Like, what does that mean, been with?
You know, dated.
Okay.
Actors or musicians, artists.
You love those dudes.
Oh, I love those dudes.
And they became even more exciting if they had, like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. They were fun. I wasn't really...
You want to drop some names of some of the guys you were with, some of the A-list celebs?
No. And if you
I don't mean with. I mean, like, with.
Stop it. It's not nice.
No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so look, guys, this is our YouTube channel, okay? It's free to you. If you hadn't subscribed, do so. One of the things that we want to share with you this year is not just how to make money and the things that I've got 5,000 videos sitting on YouTube, how to make money, what to do with your money, how to grow your money, how to grow your business. I also want to share with you this year how to create a lifestyle, okay? This woman, I knew immediately she was right for me. Let's go over here and get the sun. Let's get a little different shot.
Okay.
I knew immediately she was right for me. Maybe you guys, maybe you guys, maybe you gals out there, by the way. I think women have the same thing that goes on, is you had the, all the way around. Come on, commit, baby.
But that was a good shot right there, you know?
Yeah, I just want to get more of this, you know, more of this. You know, I'm the ultimate. I am a producer, right? You thought you weren't getting a movie guy, but you really were.
Yeah, so, but you don't know lighting very well.
Oh, are you too bright now?
Yeah.
Okay, so look.
You don't let me get suntan.
I like them. I like it. I like it all really white. Just reflects off of you. So, like, this YouTube channel is free. This year, I want to share with you how to, like, start working out the other pieces. Like, I was extremely successful in business when I met her, but I didn't have the wife. I didn't have the girl. Either way, you know, I didn't have anybody to go home to. So I was all the time trying to be with somebody else, trying to find the right person. I wanted to have kids in my life. Now, here we are, 15, 16 years we've been married. 2 beautiful kids. We were in Utah this morning, skiing for the last week, and now, you know, spontaneously, I said, hey, let's go to Cabo. Let's go to Mexico. And we're in a position now to do that. And we just want to be an example for others to be able to do that kind of thing. So when you first met me, keeping in mind, this is people that are probably running into this YouTube channel that have never met me, don't know me, don't know you.
I was in my late 20s.
Okay, good. Tell me the story. Tell me the story.
I was in my late 20s. I met you on a commercial. You were friends with the director. You showed up. I didn't think anything of you, honestly. You
Like zero. Like I didn't even register. Wow, sad.
And then you got my number from the director in Hollywood. That's a very big no-no. To give somebody's number off the call sheet, that's offensible.
That's where my sales skills
and he called
assisted me.
And so he started off on the wrong foot right there, because I was like, well, that's just like who does that?
I wasn't thinking about my feet.
That's just a no. So I had one phone conversation with him, did not go well. And then from that phone call, and this is back in the answering machine days, he proceeded to call me twice a month.
How many times a month?
Twice a month, every month for the next 13 months.
So now let me just ask you, because that's 26
There's
phone
no
calls.
return phone call. You would leave a message on my answer machine. I never felt like you were stalkerish.
Yeah, good point.
You usually kept them light and funny, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But I was not interested in Mr. Grant Cardone. Now I will tell you a little side story while he walked away. Okay, so side story is, I was friends with a chiropractor, this guy chiropractor, and he was like, Elena, I want to set you up with this really amazing guy, and blah, 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 I want y'all to go out to dinner. And I was like, okay, that's great. So when it came to the day of going on the date, I said, okay, now give me the information of this guy, because I'm going to meet him out. You know, I'm not going to let him come to my house and pick me up. I mean, So anyway, so the day of the date, I said, okay, tell me the name of the guy. I'm going to meet him at blah, blah, blah. And he says, yeah,
this is
his
before
name...
Google and research and...
Yes. So he tells me, oh, his name is Gary Cardone.
Ooh, my
And
brother.
I said, wait, what? Gary Cardone? I said, does he have a brother named Grant Cardone? And he says, well, yes, it's his identical twin brother. I said, cancel the date. I am not interested. No.
If you lost this whole thing right there, understand I had been pursuing her for 26 phone calls, 13 months.
That's how much I did not like this guy.
And my brother somehow found out about her. He was living in Hollywood at the same time as well, right? He had the same problem I had. Successful business guy, couldn't find the right girl, couldn't have babies. He wanted family just like I did, probably like most of you guys do. Go ahead, champ.
So I canceled the date. What I didn't know is that, now I know in hindsight, is that Grant and Gary competed everything, as I'm sure a lot of twin brothers would maybe normally do.
Or brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters, whatever.
Or people.
So he tells me later, after we've already been together and we're dating now, he says, you know, when you almost went on that date with my brother Gary, he said, I had to pretend like I didn't know who you are, that I wasn't interested, because if I would have said, oh my God, that's the girl I've been trying to get at, then it would have become this like competition thing between
I mean, it would have become, it was already
But he
awkward,
said-
it would have just got more awkward.
He said there was a pit in his stomach.
A
His
pit.
stomach just was
Empty,
crushed.
like it would have
I
been
love
like,
that
oh my
story.
gosh. Because, you know, if it was another guy, if it was Dave going after Elena, that's one thing. I can't control that. But I'm like, my brother, like if this is the chick, and I think in my mind, by the way, 26 phone calls, 13 months, I think she's the one.
Yeah.
So like, first of all, in comments below, if you guys have ever had the one, guys or gals, and you met that person, that guy or that gal, and you're like, that's the one, you know how complicated that is now? Particularly when they can't even see you.
Could not see him. Well, especially because in the very beginning, I thought I had to have a guy that was 6'2". Now, you would think it was because I wanted someone tall. I'm almost 5'9". When I wear heels, I'm 5'11" at best.
No,
Sometimes
you hit on 6 foot sometimes.
that's what I was.
because of your 3 and 4 inch
I was about to say.
of red bottom shoes, whatever the name
And
of
if I
that is.
would
Who
be
knows the
allowed
name
to
of that
speak,
red shoe?
It's called. You want
Called
me to say it?
expensive. No, called expensive.
I was about to say, or I can hit 6 foot at times too with the heels. So the way that came about was I dated this guy who was shorter than me, and he never wanted me to wear heels. and
Wasn't
he-
Tom Cruise?
Stop it.
Was it?
No.
Okay, was it? Was
Tom
it?
Cruise would
Wait,
be
let's talk about short
way
actors.
too manly to be worried about that. But he would never let me wear heels. I always felt big. And
Who
and I'm
was
not like a
that
huge
actor?
girl.
Who was that actor, by the way? I want to know who the short actor was.
Stop
Post
it.
in comments below if you know who the short dude was.
So it was after
Wait a minute.
that.
Actor or rapper?
It's not. I've never been with a rapper.
Okay, actor. Okay, good.
I'm not
Action
saying
hero,
I haven't
action
been
or
with-
comedian?
A metal guy.
Oh, it was a rock star.
No, I've been with a rock star, maybe.
It was a rock star. Okay, so
No,
you
no, I
guys
never
post
said it was a
below
rock star that
who
time.
is either the rock star or the actor. By the way, I know she's been with both, and both of them are shorter than me. Jason Statham, my buddy.
I was never with. No.
Were you with Jason and he didn't tell me?
No.
Okay, go ahead. 16 years we've been together, by the
Anyway,
way.
so-
2 beautiful kids. We got a great marriage, folks. We were in Salt Lake City skiing yesterday. This morning,
He was
woke up.
skiing.
This chick is so awesome. Woke up this morning. That's why I knew when I met her. I'm like, she's spontaneous. She's
Yeah.
freaking. She's crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
She can handle lots of crazy different things. I didn't know that to be true, but I just thought that to be true
Yeah.
about her. I said, the bottom line was she was equal to the amount of energy that I had, and that has probably the number one reason why we've been successful for 16 years.
Yeah.
The energy is compatible.
That's
Whether
so
it can
true.
stay there or not, who knows? But that's one thing I would suggest people look for: compatible energy in your partner. Go ahead.
So anyway, because of that relationship, I made a decision that because I felt big, and like as a woman, I don't want to feel big. I want to feel like I want to feel like
yeah, I know where this
petite,
is
like
going.
a woman. You know, I mean, I don't. That's just how I feel, right or wrong. That's just my thing.
And I want to feel big. I
You
want
know,
to feel
so
strong.
I had on my wish list of the perfect man 6'2" and green eyes. I have green eyes. It happens to be one of the features that I really admire and like on myself, and I like
You
it in
like
others
it, you
too.
like it's not an admiration thing. It's a like.
It's a like thing. I like it.
My
Yeah,
eyes.
like-
I got some green in my eyes. Mostly brown. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me see. What do y'all think? Is there some green in there?
I don't
I
think.
tell you what, there is some in the bank.
Now that's a fact. Now that's a fact.
And I'm taller than 6'1" when we in the sky.
So I said 6'2", by the way.
Yeah, I had to keep a
So-
positive attitude the whole time. There's 26 phone calls, by the way. She said I never harassed her.
No.
You guys can't just
He never
show
got
up
mad.
at a place,
He never got mad.
bang on the door. You can't just push through. You can't, like, persistence has to be professional for it to be effective.
That's true. So he never showed up in my universe because I was always like, oh no, it's 6'2". Like that's what my guy's gonna look like. So it never even registered. Plus, like I said, he was a sales guy or a businessman.
You didn't even know what sales meant at that time. by the way.
No. I called you a businessman.
Yeah, the actress that
businessman.
doesn't know what sales is
I didn't
basically
know. Of
converts
course
to
not.
somebody
I
out of
bought
work.
a house and about 5 cars.
She was
and
doing
blew
great,
all
by
my
the way.
money.
She had 100 shows, 100 episodes.
95 of just one show of
Yeah.
USA High.
So bottom line, Elena, I finally figured out. I'm not going to tell you guys how I did it. If you know, post below.
Oh, so I can't
Let everybody
finish
else
the
guess. No,
story.
you can't. No, you can't. You guys got to figure out. Okay, rather than giving up on your target. She was my target. No different than if you're going to go out
That's
shooting.
funny because think how you got me.
Yeah. No different than anything in life. A target is a target. Don't drop your targets. Like if you have one takeaway from this 15-minute video today, don't lower your targets. This is why people end up spending their night in strip joints and going to pornography sites, because they lower their targets rather than going to get what they want. Nobody has as their goal pornography and strip joints. It's a person. It's an individual. It's the sensation of being fulfilled and complete and important and serving something greater than just yourself. So I refused to reduce my target, landed the chick. How do you think I did it? How did I get her to finally call me back one time? Because one time's all it takes. Don't tell him though.
I opened the door about this much, and he freaking combat booted that thing open.
Padang! It was easy once you
He
get
was like,
once you get somebody from
Push and shove.
once you get them from no. In her case, she wasn't at no. She was in can't see.
Not even existing.
Zero. Like there was
Non-existent.
zero frequency, no vibration at all, right? Nothing. I had to get her at least knowing who I am, vibrating somewhat about who's this dude? Why does he keep showing up? Why is he emailing me? Some curiosity about who I am. Oh, why is he not taking this personal? That happened, by the way, over
That's
the
true.
13 months.
That was impressive too.
Then, fast forward, Elena, here we are 15, 16 years together this morning. Where were we?
We were in Utah,
Yeah.
and now we're in Cabo San
Popped on
Francisco.
bird. Now I'm gonna give you one little thing before we leave here.
With 2 children in the background.
Look, this life that you see me, you might, if you hit some more YouTube videos, you're gonna see us really digging life. You're gonna see us having a life that, like, I never even dreamed of this lifestyle. Went Cabo, got this great house, stay here for a week.
Sucked us in.
I just finished a conference where Elena and myself spoke to 35,000 people. I'm not bragging, I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that to tell you, look, you guys can do anything you want to do, but you can't do anything you want to do. Hang on, Sabrina. Papa's trying to help people right now.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you're the best. Okay, I'm not trying to like show off right now. We're trying to inspire you to not give up on your targets and your goals. That right there, this little bird right here.
This
What's your
was
name,
a
Gene?
goal.
Sabrina.
This was a target
Because I insisted. How close are me and you, Sabrina?
What?
How close are we?
We're super close, like not connected right now, like a few inches away. But we're
But
so close.
spiritually,
I
y'all
mean,
are really
spiritually,
close, right?
we're like,
See, I made you
probably
raise
if you have children, you know what I mean. It's like, wow, have I like, I mean, the relationship is so unbelievable, so bizarre, so like so different than even the relationship I have with my wife. It just goes to show you, like, if you can hang in there on the target, you will get gifts you didn't even plan on, okay? So now, Elena, I want you to talk about 2008, 2009, and 2010, when things weren't Salt Lake City for a week, and then, or Utah skiing for a week, and then Cabo San Lucas on the beach. Talk about what we went through to get where we are today.
Well, this was pre the era of the Instagram. By the way, I have the best Instagram stories. Follow me there. But
just the stories, not the posts. The posts aren't that great. It's the stories.
my
That means you have
posts
to
are
follow.
getting better, but my stories are superb. One of the best. I mean, I would go as so far as to say the actual best on anyone on Instagram. But you know, that's just
Of all the hundreds
of everybody.
millions of people.
100. Yes, I'm probably number one. But anyway, 2008, first of all, when I met Grant, he worked all the time. He was traveling. He's a 3 million miler. There was no plane. There was no even concept
Plane being, no, that wasn't
of
our
a private plane. Yes. I remember the first time I
I was
mentioned...
flying coach, folks. Flying coach, crossing my fingers for an upgrade to first class. I would not spend the money. I was so terrified.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. So there was no mention of a plane. I remember the first time I mentioned a private plane, he was like, "That is ridiculous. Why would anyone have a private plane?" And you know how he goes. My point to that is, if you would settle down, I'll eventually get to my point.
Yeah, it takes
My point is that this man, all he knew was the grind and the work and the hustle. And so he did not even believe in a vacation. Right now, he's talking about the importance of being able to have gotten to a certain level in your life to where you can take your family on a vacation. But back then, he never advocated for a vacation, ever. And we didn't have a vacation. We had our honeymoon when we first got married. That was spectacular. We went to Italy.
Yeah, it wasn't that spectacular.
It was spectacular. I had never been over there. It was amazing. I loved every second.
I know, but I was terrified the whole time to spend money, right? I think a lot of people watching right now know that, like, they want to go do stuff, and then it's like, oh my gosh, I can't. And that's where I was.
Thank you.
It's not that I didn't want to do a vacation. I was scared to spend the money. Can you guys relate? Can you relate, or am I just cutting her off?
You're cutting me off.
Let me know in comments.
Yeah, please do. So we had one vacation on our honeymoon, not complaining, best thing in my life. We didn't have our first real vacation until 12 or 13, I think it was 13 years later. That was the St. Bart's trip.
That's right.
That was the first kind of vacation that we had in 13 years, because when 2008 hit and before that, he never even, vacations didn't cross his mind. 2008 hit, the economy collapsed. It was devastating for everyone. We were under a lawsuit. The banks wanted their money for the loans. I was pregnant with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Things were it was like the world was coming like to a different state. And so all spending stopped. Not that we
Let's
ever
move, because I'm
spent a
getting
lot.
hot. I'm burning up in
Okay.
here. Okay, I got to get out of
But
this.
then,
So, hey, while we're going to move her, she's going to continue the story here. No, I got to get out of the jacuzzi. No, right over here, watch. So, guys, look. I got so much content on YouTube to help you.
there were no going to parties, there were nothing.
Yeah, come over here, Elena.
I'll be there in a sec.
So what she's trying to explain to you is, like, she sees it a little different than I do, probably like you do in your relationship. You see it one way, they see it a little different. I was just trying to be responsible. I did not know that I can enjoy my life. Part of why that YouTube channel sits there, I want you guys to be able to figure out, what is this strategy? How do you create enough? When's enough that you can start enjoying life? When you've expanded enough to where you like, I can take some time off. Come here, Elena. I need to finish this. So she saw me as just, super frugal and no imagination. Some of that is true, by the way. And I saw it as, because I didn't have imagination at the time about what was possible, that a person could actually go on 2 or 3 weeks of vacation, because I hadn't created the business. See, a lot of you guys out there taking vacations right now, you're not ready to, man. If you have to have a budget for your vacation, you haven't created enough, because a vacation on a budget is somebody on a vacation that's worried about the money they're spending. Mm-hmm. And that's what I wouldn't do. She has lifted me up, and my thinking
Oh, I love that.
goes back to targets, man. Don't give up on your targets. There's a person out there. There's a person out there waiting to add multiples to your energy, your efforts, your postulates, your decisions, your goals. That won't pull away from it. Maybe you're in a relationship right now and you're feeling some of that braking. You know, you're trying to accelerate to something, or maybe you're the brake. But you need to confront it. Doesn't mean you need to get rid of the person you're having. You guys got to get on the same page. Elena just finished writing a book, How to Build an Empire.
It's called Build an Empire,
Build an
How to
Empire.
Have It All.
And it explains to you how to have it all, how to build an empire, how to get both parties on the same page, how to pull together, how to work through the tough times, how to create something bigger than either one of you together are thinking. I'm going to put it in the link below. You can grab the book for free, okay? All I ask you to do, I'd ask you to do one thing. You take care of the shipping on the book.
Follow me on
And
Instagram at the very
follow her on
least.
Instagram. And the third thing is write a review.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Write a review.
great.
That's a fair exchange.
That is
And
fair exchange.
if you want, below the book, if you want Elena to read the book to you, she's created an audio
Yes, I
format
have.
that's
Yes, I
actually
have.
goes into expansion on the book. Grab the link below. We'll offer you the audio program for a super special, and you can take advantage of both.
You can also find out the rest of the story about.
Yeah, you can.
what was
Or you
the
can guess below.
turning point.
And if you
in
decide
the
not to get the book, just guess.
relationship.
Yeah, just guess. We're trying to figure it out, okay? And click the link below if you want to grab the book for free. It's on us, okay? You take care of the shipping. I ask you one thing. Give me a pinky swear on it. Pinky swear. Write a review, okay? Write a review. Below that, you're going to see another opportunity to just get the audio program and have her read it to you because she's awesome. She's going to tell you things in the audio program that are not in the book that happened to us, okay? If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so, okay? Again, this is free content. Any review that you can give me on the channel is important. It's vital. You know it helps. I'm trying to reach as many people as possible. I actually have a partner with me. This year we're going to Dubai, Singapore, all the major cities in Australia. We're going to Malaysia, Dubai, London again. Probably coming to a place, I know we're doing Mexico City, and we're also doing, we're in negotiations in Argentina. I just got another hit on London.
way.
So look, we'd love to come see you. We'd love to meet you. We like people that are professionally persistent,
Professionally persistent.
okay? People that are positive.
Ethically ambitious. I wrote that on my list.
Yeah. If you have an anonymous avatar on your YouTube channel or wherever, we're not interested in following you. Okay? Put your face out there. Be transparent. Be authentic. Be the real deal. We are. We hold ourselves accountable.
Yeah, we do. We're not perfect, but we sure are transparent.
I don't need you to
We
hold me
are
accountable, by
authentic.
the way. I don't need you guys to hold me accountable. I'm already holding myself accountable every day. You have
True
no
that,
idea how
true
hard
that.
I am on me.
Oh, yeah.
And again, I'd like you to take advantage of this. I know how important relationships, not just a marriage, but having the right partner in my life every day. A marriage is something you do one day. A relationship is something you have every day.
Partnership, a marriage.
And when you add
creating
kids, that's something. And then when you
Trust.
age, that adds something else. And then
Ooh, Lordy.
when you add businesses, that adds something else. So love to see your comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Grab her book. I'll put it in the link below. God
Thanks,
bless you
guys.
guys. Be great. Hey, you've already found the right person. Don't give up on them. Okay? Figure out how to make it work.